Welcome to the Bare Metal Cyber Security Plus podcast. This series helps you prepare for the CompTIA Security Plus exam with focused explanations and practical context. For a companion study guide, check out the Achieve CompTIA Security Plus 701 Exam Success by Dr. Jason Edwards. It is the most concise and complete Security Plus guide on the market, built for busy professionals who want to pass the exam fast and on their first try. You can find this book and others at cyberauthor.me. The digital world runs on protocols, defined rules for communication between systems. From accessing websites to transferring files, protocols control how information moves through networks. But not all protocols are secure. Many older or default configurations can expose sensitive data to eavesdropping, tampering, or impersonation. That's why secure protocol implementation is a core practice in cybersecurity. In this episode, we focus on two critical areas: protocol and port selection, and securing transport methods to protect data in transit. Let's start with protocol and port selection. Every service on a network uses a protocol and a corresponding port number to communicate. For example, web servers use HTTP on port 80 or HTTPS on port 443. Email servers may use Simple Mail Transfer Protocol on port 25, or its encrypted versions on ports 465 or 587. Choosing the right protocol and securing the associated port is one of the first and most important decisions in designing secure communication. Insecure protocols, such as Telnet File Transfer Protocol or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, transmit data in plain text. That means anyone who intercepts the traffic can read usernames, passwords, and other sensitive information. These protocols should be avoided or replaced with secure alternatives. For remote access, replace Telnet with Secure Shell. Secure Shell encrypts both the login credentials and the session traffic, providing confidentiality and integrity. For web traffic, replace Hypertext Transfer Protocol with Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, which uses transport layer security to encrypt data between the client and the server. For file transfers, use Secure File Transfer Protocol or Secure Copy instead of plain File Transfer Protocol. For directory services, replace Lightweight Directory Access Protocol with its secure version, ZILAP over Secure Sockets Layer, or Transport Layer Security. Port management is also key. Security teams should only allow the ports required for business functions and block or close all others. This principle, known as least privilege, applies not just to user permissions, but also to network services. Open ports invite scanning, probing, and exploitation. A secure network minimizes exposure by limiting the number of active ports and monitoring for unauthorized use. Let's walk through a practical example. A small business hosts a web application and originally deploys it using HTTP on port 80. After a security review, they reconfigure the application to use HTTPS on port 443, apply a valid transport layer security certificate, and redirect all HTTP requests to the secure version. This ensures that all traffic between users and the application is encrypted, protecting customer data and login credentials. Another best practice is to use non-standard ports for administrative interfaces, such as using a port other than 22 for secure shell access. While this does not replace real security controls, it helps reduce visibility to automated attacks and script-based scans. Combined with firewall rules and access control lists, port selection and restriction help reduce the attack's surface. Now let's shift to securing transport methods. The transport layer is where most encryption happens and where data is most vulnerable to interception or tampering. When we talk about securing transport, we mean using encryption protocols that protect data in motion from unauthorized access or modification. The most widely used transport security protocol today is Transport Layer Security. Transport Layer Security is the successor to Secure Sockets Layer and is used in web browsing, email, virtual private networks, voice over internet protocol, and many other applications. It provides three key security benefits: confidentiality through encryption, integrity through hashing, and authentication through certificates. Transport layer security works by initiating a handshake between the client and server. During this handshake, the two parties agree on encryption algorithms, exchange keys, and validate digital certificates. Once the connection is established, all subsequent traffic is encrypted using symmetric encryption, ensuring that it cannot be read by anyone in between. Let's consider a real-world scenario. A company deploys a web-based internal dashboard that includes employee records, scheduling, and project data. Initially, it uses HTTP, making it vulnerable to packet sniffing by anyone on the network. The IT team upgrades the site to HTTPS with a transport layer security certificate, ensuring that even if the traffic is intercepted, it cannot be decrypted. This protects both sensitive information and user authentication. Securing transport methods also applies to virtual private networks. Virtual private networks use encryption to create a secure tunnel over untrusted networks, such as the public internet. Protocols like Internet Protocol Security or Secure Sockets Layer Virtual Private Network provide confidentiality and integrity for remote access, allowing employees to connect to internal resources securely from anywhere in the world. Another important use case is email. By default, email protocols like Simple Mail Transfer Protocol and Internet Message Access Protocol do not encrypt data in transit. But by enabling transport layer security on these services, organizations can protect email content and credentials as they move between clients and servers. This helps prevent man-in-the-middle attacks and data leakage. Transport encryption also helps meet compliance requirements. Regulations like the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, and the General Data Protection Regulation all require encryption of data in transit when handling sensitive or personal information. However, encryption is only effective when properly implemented. This includes choosing strong algorithms, renewing certificates before expiration, and avoiding deprecated versions of protocols. Administrators must disable old versions of secure sockets layer and early transport layer security that are vulnerable to known attacks like Poodle or Beast. They should also use tools to test and validate encryption configurations, such as transport layer security scan utilities or secure configuration benchmark. It's also important to monitor encrypted traffic. While encryption protects privacy, it can also hide threats. Attackers may use encrypted channels to exfiltrate data or communicate with command and control servers. That's why many organizations use transport layer security inspection tools at secure gateways to decrypt, inspect, and re-encrypt traffic as it flows through the perimeter. This allows for detection of malware, policy violations, or unauthorized data transfers, even when the traffic appears secure. To summarize, secure protocol implementation is about choosing the right tools, configuring them properly, and enforcing policies that protect data in motion. Protocol and port selection help reduce exposure and ensure that communications are encrypted from the start. Transport encryption, using protocols like transport layer security and Internet Protocol Security, provides confidentiality, integrity, and authentication for data. When combined with proper configuration, certificate management, and monitoring, these strategies form a resilient layer of network defense. For the Security Plus exam, expect to see questions about which protocols are secure, which ports they use, and how to secure data during transmission. You may be asked to compare protocol pairs, choose the right protocol for a scenario, or troubleshoot transport encryption issues. Review terms like port restriction, secure tunneling, certificate validation, handshake negotiation, and cipher suite. They are likely to appear and essential to understand. To continue building your confidence and exam readiness, visit us at baremetalcyber.com. You'll find additional podcast episodes, downloadable resources, and our free newsletter. And for the fastest, most effective way to master Security Plus content, head to cyberauthor.me and get your copy of Achieve CompTIA Security Plus SY0-701 Exam Success. It's the streamlined guide trusted by students who want to pass the exam on their first try. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Bare Metal Cyber Security Plus podcast. For more episodes, tools, and study support, visit us at baremetalcyber.com. And before you take the test, make sure to check out the practice questions in the book Achieve CompTIA Security Plus SY0-701 Exam Success by Dr. Jason Edwards. They cover every domain and are a powerful way to lock in your knowledge.